Good morning. Welcome to the Carla Marie and Anthony Show. My name is Anthony.
I'm Carla Marie.
And I will fix how Abby and Downtown are spelled on the screen. Did you say spelled or spelt?
Spelled. But it always is weird writing it because I'm like, spelled or spelt?
Because, like, I don't know how spelt, but did you smell? You can't smelled something. You smelt it, right?
No, you smelled something. S-M-E-L-L-E-D. I smelled it.
Still
this
sounds
is one of those
weird.
things where you start saying the word, you're like, am I saying it?
What about dealt? Like I dealt cards.
That's D.
You didn't deal.
This is like that TikTok where the guy talks about how English makes no sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. One of my favorite TikTok accounts is actually this French guy. Let me put them on his screen.
That's what I'm thinking of.
And he does all languages, well, mostly French. But he has like universal language. He does English, French, and a bunch of other stuff. He's hilarious. I will fix that screen. Give me 1 second. So it's Downton. Like, how do I spell that?
D-O-W-N-T-O-N.
Wait, what? Say that again?
D-O-W-N.
Yeah.
T-O-N. Why was that so weird to say?
T-O-N.
I don't see where you're... Oh, there.
And then E-Y. Okay. I'll save
you
that
can't
right
fix
now.
the game?
I don't know. I'm going to try, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, there's a French guy who talks about, is it French and English, and he shows the difference?
Uh-huh. Well, he just does a lot of stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's all language-based comedy, which is always really funny.
What is that?
Just saving
You have a
some
limited
things.
time to earn emotes. I've never seen it say that.
Yeah.
I guess I never noticed it.
Wow, we're in Hype Train level 3 already. Thank you very much, everybody. I see Jen from Minnesota with 100 bits, Z from NYC, Unicorn Cindy with 1,000, Jen gifting 2 subs. Explain, Carla Marie, the giveaway.
Okay.
So that people know what they're entering.
So on Monday night, there is a movie screening and like a red carpet of the new Downton Abbey movie. It's called Downton Abbey, A New Era.
You okay?
A New Era. My throat.
Hairball?
I think so. And I'm going to be hosting the screening like in the beginning. I'll be there probably around like 6:30, but the screening starts at 7. So, and there'll be some trivia and prizes that I'll be hosting. And it's at the AMC Pacific Place. So if you know you can't get there, maybe don't enter to win. Mm-hmm. And what we'll need from you if you are a winner is your full name and email address. Do not put it in the chat. We'll probably have you email us.
We will reach out to you through Twitch once we get the winners, which we will select at the very end of the show, right around 9 o'clock.
No one knows where their Twitch messages are. This was a struggle last time we had to do a prize. So email us if you win.
We'll figure it out towards the end. We'll explain it.
But
We'll tell you where to get your Twitch messages. How about that?
But what if the winner has to leave? We should explain now.
We can't select them. Here's what you're not understanding. We're going to select everyone at the end of the show, right? Right. So even if they leave, it doesn't matter if we'll still be able to reach out to them. You can get your Twitch messages from your Twitch home screen. It's on the top right of your Twitch home screen. There's a little box that'll have a little thing they're called whispers, not direct messages. So, there is something I want to get to today, which we will do once Carla Marie makes the shot, hopefully. I think I have turned into a Karen.
A Karen?
A Karen. I think I've made that jump in my life, and I'll explain how. Because there were 2 different situations that were Karen-esque. Okay. And right after they happened, I was like, "Oh, who am I? What am I doing?"
This makes me nervous.
I know. It makes me nervous as well.
Do you know where Karen originated?
No, I don't.
I do.
Where?
Dane Cook.
Really?
Yep. He was like, he says something where it's on one of his CDs, and maybe it happened before him, but that is my first known recollection of someone calling someone a Karen. And he's like, "Do you ever notice that like the worst people are Karen?" And he goes into this whole skit.
Jody and Kitsap, no, you do not have to email us. Carla Marie decided to make things way more convoluted and confusing than they need to be. All you have to do to enter the contest today is to type in exclamation point and the word enter. The contest is only open to subscribers. Right now we've got about 11 people in there. You've got to be in the Seattle area, and we've got 5 different 4-packs of tickets.
Okay.
All you've got to do, though, is type in exclamation point and the word enter. At the end of the show, we are going to pick the 5 winners, and we will message you through Twitch. There's a little thing in your app called Whispers, or on your desktop called Whispers. That's where you'll get the message.
Yeah.
That's it. Super easy. Exclamation point. I hate that word. And the word enter.
Exclamation point enter.
Exclamation. There you go.
Thank you to everyone who's saying my haircut looks great. I appreciate it.
It didn't really change much.
Okay, you know what?
Right?
Even my chiropractor noticed it, Anthony.
I didn't say I didn't notice it. I'm just saying it didn't change much.
I added layers, and she did such a good job because I have, like, any haircut I've gotten over the last, 5 years is been just a little bit, just take a little bit off the end. Like, I never ask for layers because normally when I have layers, because my hair is so thick, I look ridiculous.
Okay.
So I was like, just do some long layers. And that's all she did, and it made such a difference in my hair. It's crazy.
Speaking of layers, why don't you explain the shot you're going to have to make if we hit Hype Train level 5 today?
It's a pineapple upside down cake, and it's got
upside down cake.
It's what the shooter is, yeah, and it's got 3 different flavors. It's vanilla vodka, pineapple juice, and grenadine. But I brought up clear shot glasses, which we don't normally use, so that we can see if I do a good job layering.
I was wondering why we had new shot glasses. That makes sense.
Anthony, everyone loves your hair, your new haircut.
It's good, right? I did actually have someone compliment me on my new haircut and my shaved face at the gym.
What?
Yeah.
Who?
Just a guy I see all the time.
Stop. And he said, I like your haircut and your face?
Well, he said, I noticed you shaved and you got a haircut. I like the look. And I said, thank you.
I'm all for that because I feel like guys do not compliment each other on stuff like that. It's not like, yo, you've been getting so many gains, bro. How's your ghost powder going? But
I mean, that happens too.
I know, but this is way cuter.
I'm not going to get to the Karen talk yet, Scotty. It's got to go in order. So we're doing the hype train right now. We'll get the shot as well, and then I'll get into the Karen thing. You know what was weird, though? And you're not going to believe me, and this is one of those situations where I think I'm punked, and I don't want to talk about the gym the whole show. What?
I'm just laughing at this situation, and then Chris said, Anthony gets more compliments at the gym than anyone I've ever heard of.
Well, listen to this. It gets even better. While Carla Marie was gone, and I don't know if maybe you're bad vibes around me, you know, and like maybe people know that you don't like to party, so they don't invite me to parties when you're around. But not only did I go to...
let's be clear.
What?
I like to party and have fun. I don't like to sit in clubs where it's blasting music and just sitting there with you. If I was with a group of people, that would be fun.
No, you hate clubs. Anyway,
I think
and you hate fun.
It's so weird.
So...
I'll do karaoke every
While
day.
I was at the gym between Friday and Sunday, okay, and Carla Marie was in New Jersey, I got invited to 3 different parties.
Did you go?
No, because none of them have happened yet.
Oh, are we going?
So, well, first off, you weren't invited. But they were all parties that are like happening in the future. Obviously, I wasn't being invited to past parties, but like not one of them was this weekend. I was like, oh, I'm in Detroit, can't go.
Okay.
And this person's invited me to other events, and he's a gym friend.
Is this the solstice?
Yeah.
People? They do the naked. When is that?
It's usually around my birthday, usually around June 23rd. The bike ride, the naked bike ride. Then another guy came up to me. He's like, "Hey man, I'm thinking about throwing a party. My friend has a rooftop in Queen Anne that's like you can see the Space Needle and stuff. He goes, I think I'm gonna throw a party with some of my gym friends there." And I said, "Okay, just let me know."
If you came home one day and was like, "Hey, I want to throw a party on the roof with some of my gym friends," I would die.
And then another guy came up to me, who I had just met. I met him on the stair machine. We were chatting it up a little bit, and then like 2 days later, I saw him again.
Stop.
And he was like, "Hey, I think I'm gonna like put something together this summer. I'll let you know." And I said, "Okay, sure." That's why I think I'm being punked sometimes at the gym.
I don't like, or do you think they know that, oh, this is the guy that's on the radio, or like he's got a lot of Instagram followers, let's invite him?
I don't
think so. Because you post selfies from the bathroom.
I haven't done that in like 2 years.
You should, though. Let's see how many more invites you get.
No. Let's see. It's Lisa L. Thank you very much for the 100 bits. Jess from Minnesota, thank you for the gifted sub. Appreciate that. Tacoma Swifty with 100 bits. But I do think sometimes that I am getting punked. Because like for 4 years before the pandemic, I went to that gym and talked to like maybe 3 people.
Well, maybe everyone is at a point now where they're like, let's just have fun. Nothing matters. I'm not going to be awkward. I'm just going to invite people places. Or they could have also just moved here. Have you seen these people a lot?
2 of them I had seen before, and I actually met them before the panini. Now, The third guy I just met a couple weeks ago. Hadn't seen him before.
Hill from Philly said, talking to people at the gym while doing cardio is my worst nightmare.
So I normally don't talk to anybody.
You didn't have headphones or something, right?
No, I did have headphones on, I believe. Oh, no, they actually may have died. And the guy next to me he was on the stair machine, and he had two 25-pound plates in his hand. And he was just walking up the stair machine for like 30 minutes. And he finally finished, and he was like wiping down the machine.
Wait, how do you, if they're in your hands, how do you stop the machine?
I think he just like rested it on his other hand or something, or grabbed it. But yeah, he had a 25-pound plate in each hand.
Unicorn, Cindy, and Robbie and Everett. Bam.
Thank you very much. Also, Jordan Puyallup with 300 bits. Unicorn Cindy with another 200. Z from NYC with a gifted sub.
No, I got to make this.
Now Carla Marie's got to make the shots.
Okay. My bartender assistant might need to move for this.
There's a cat down here. I don't know if anyone sees Caroline.
And when I wasn't petting her, she just sitting here, took her whole mouth and just did this to my arm and clamped down and stayed there until I started petting her again. But ma'am, these are... I'm back to wearing all my stretch pants again because my jeans don't fit.
So yeah, normally I don't talk to like anybody. I have headphones in, and I try to avoid people because I don't like to mess up people's flow. You know,
Caroline, for fuck's sake, cat.
All right, well, why is she in here?
I don't know. She missed me clearly.
Right, I'm gonna move the cat.
No, let her stay.
No, she's gotta go.
No, stay. Over there, dude.
She's coming right back.
Linus. I hope I wasn't supposed to put these in a shaker. Because that wouldn't make sense, right?
I don't know. The alcohol you're probably supposed to chill it.
Oh, it's cold.
Oh, it was in the fridge? Then you're probably fine.
It doesn't tell me to do that on the instructions.
Okay.
But I don't remember how to use the bar spoon.
You're going to have to figure it out.
This still has a sticker on it. Cleveland.
Okay, let's go. What's the other one?
Fucking duh. It's from, I think, the Betches.
Oh, so because Carla Marie cursed, here's an interesting thing. When we create the notification for Twitch that goes out if you're on your phone, you get the little notification. I can choose what that says every morning. And there's obviously things that Twitch doesn't want you to put, God bless you, before you sneeze, in the notification bar. And the word Karen...
No.
I typed it and it said, this notification doesn't abide by like the Twitch guidelines. And I was like, what word did I put in there? And I saw Karen and I just changed it. You'll notice in the notification, there's the @ sign instead of an A.
And it worked.
And it worked.
Well, how sad if your name is Karen.
I know. Karen's not allowed apparently. Let's see. Created by Cooper. One trick to layer is to use a cherry. Oh, you poured over the cherry so the booze, so it goes like slowly and does the same thing.
I don't have that.
No, but you have the spoon instead.
3/4 ounces of vanilla.
Vanilla, huh? So we got a first-time chatter from Super Smash Homes. What, Carla Marie?
I don't.
This is going to be interesting. Let me actually lower this. Hold on. I'm going to lower the camera.
I feel like I'm Bill Nye. Except alcohol. Does he ever do alcohol?
For kids? No.
No, he does adult stuff.
I don't think Bill Nye does anything with alcohol, ever.
1/2 ounce of pineapple juice.
The back of a spoon will work, but we don't have to use either of those. We have the swizzle stick thing.
Yeah, but at what point now? I think, why?
Why what? You said why?
I needed Seattle Cocktail Club to help me. So now I'm supposed to do it for just the top layer or this one too?
Let's see. Mixing instructions. Each bottle has one ingredient, so you can layer this shooter. You'll definitely need to use your measuring cup and spoon for this one. We anticipated that you would need 2 shooters per show, so we have enough. Layer a clear shot glass. Let's see.
Is this just layer the shot?
Oh, set up the clear shot glasses where you want them. Layer the shot with yeah, I think so. Every layer.
Okay. Well, I obviously didn't use it in the first one, but I think
so. You got to go very slow.
Okay, but where do I don't remember where I'm supposed to.
You go like this.
Then what's the.
And you pour it kind of like onto the.
Can you hold it?
No.
No, hold it.
Well, I've got to get closer then to the. Oh, God.
So I start up here?
You start, yeah. Slow. Well, that didn't work.
Maybe it's only for the grenadine.
Wait, stop. Was it in order? Did they give you an order?
I did it in the order as listed.
Oh, okay. Okay, then maybe it only works for the grenadine.
But we're going to do this just in case.
No, the spoon side.
No, I remember it being this side.
Huh.
Well, let's try this one, the spoon side.
Yeah, but now we got, it's going to like, hold on.
Oh, you tripped it. Don't put it on the cat.
Oh, yeah, there's a cat there. So you want to do
That's
that?
definitely not it, because it had to go down the spiral. I remember that.
So everyone's saying spoon side. Spoon side, spoon side, spoon side, back of the spoon. It will dispense the booze. I thought that's what that does. All right, well, we'll try it.
No, we had to use the spiral.
Well, just try it. Slow.
No,
That did even
this,
less.
but this isn't booze. This is pineapple juice.
Okay, well.
No, we definitely in the cocktail class use that.
Okay, well, let's see if any of this works.
Yeah.
It's Megan said it's got to go down the spiral. All right, and it's supposed to be even closer, I think, than I did. Wait. Okay.
Oh, how much? Wow, I guess not a lot of people came to our class. Because none of us.
Did you go to your class? Oh, hold on. Okay.
Well, it did. No, move. What are you doing? Well, it layered it on the bottom. But it does say allow a minute for the grenadine to settle.
Okay, so the grenadine is supposed to go on the bottom.
No, at the end it says that. Okay, good. Thank you, DJ Synth.
What?
It says the grenadine layer is supposed to settle at the bottom.
Okay. And then, oh no, we got grenadine dripping. I have to clean this
This
tablecloth.
is the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever done, and I don't think it's
a little
supposed
lower.
to be. You got to go more in the middle, not on the glass.
Okay. So, whoa. So here's my question. If the grenadine is supposed to settle on the bottom.
Why didn't we do it first?
No. Well, we could have done it first, I guess. But why do we even need the spoon if it's going to settle anyway?
I think for it to make it an easier pour. Like, I'm not just plopping it in. You do that. Okay, well, we did it right. Also, don't click that link to buy tickets to Seattle Cocktail District because.
Oh, is that? I got to take that out. Can you put this in the measuring cup, please?
Yes, hang on. Oh, Seattle Cocktail Club put a picture of what it's supposed to look like in the Discord.
Okay, perfect. Pineapple juice.
There's my sister is highly allergic to pineapple juice, which makes me think I probably am. But
one of them, because it's supposed to settle, right? So we just have to like wait here now?
Yeah, that looks cool.
So then why wasn't the grenadine first if it's going to be on the bottom anyway?
Maybe it needs to infuse through. Like
no, the whole point is it's separate, right? What else? Okay, as long as it looks like the picture that Seattle Cocktail Club put in there.
It said, you imagine you guys trying to disarm a bomb.
Yeah, that wouldn't go well.
Where did Caroline go? It's a really great question.
She's over here. Okay. She's grooming herself probably because I dropped pineapple juice on her.
Wait, is it harmful to cats?
So a closer look. Why would you put the logo side out?
Turn it around.
I'm trying to be very gentle. Here we go. Here's a closer look at the layered shot.
So this has vanilla vodka, pineapple juice, and grenadine. Man, I'm going to start ordering Shirley Temples more places.
So this one, I think I get it now. This one may have been poured in a little too fast, so it's not like settling as easily. And this one wasn't.
I also, oh my God.
I mean, 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
For my first time? Right?
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Seattle Cocktail Club is in the chat.
Oh, thank
you. The grenadine passes through to add flavor. So you are right. Like it infuses it a little bit. What, Carla?
Seattle Cocktail Club said. And then you also get a burst of flavor at the end of the shower. I think you meant to say shooter. Someone just pulled me out of the shower to answer this.
There you go.
Thank you.
So I don't think we should wait anymore. I think I'll take the one that's not as pretty.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you did a good job on that one, so you should drink it. That's like the appropriate one.
Did you put poison in that one, and that's why
you put all the ingredients? You were here. You put all the ingredients in. See or no?
I'm trying to put the link, but there's no Wi-Fi in this room.
Let's see. Looks great. Why does one look darker at the bottom? So this one, the one that Carla Marie has settled better than the one that I have. And I think it's because we just did a better job on the first one.
It's also Z from NYC's birthday, so we're going to hit that.
All right. Well, Carla Marie, to your first layered shooter, cheers.
That's what they used to call me in high school.
No, they didn't. You don't want to be a high school shooter.
Oh, okay.
Cheers. Happy birthday to you.
I don't know what I just did. Happy birthday.
Are you okay?
Wait,
Go wash your hands.
I think I just did this, but didn't put it in my mouth.
All right, well, go wash your hands and come back.
Oh,
Clean yourself up.
I need to wear the shirt.
To where?
I have to do an event today. Wow, that was so good.
That was a very, very good shot.
Oh my God, it tastes like candy.
Contrary to Carla Marie not being able to actually drink it, it was a very, very good shot. The recipe is in there. Thank you, Lisa, for putting that in there. Rabash, 24, happy early birthday. Texas Chris, I think she poured about half of it directly on her.
It didn't stain my shirt. In or out, kid?
All right, the cat is gone as well.
Whoa.
Have you ever had a duck fart shooter? I've heard of that.
I have not. That's grenadine. That's going to be annoying. Wow, that was really good.
Okay. Yeah, I don't. What's in a duck fart shooter?
A duck fart.
I doubt it, Carla Marie. I doubt it.
Did we find out? Is it Rebash?
Oh, I don't know. I said it. I tried to at least. Hey, DJ Faze is in the house. And by in the house, I mean in the chat.
DJ Faze sent us a really nice message when we posted about 8 years of My Day Friday.
Oh yeah, it was.
It was cool.
And then I got to hang out with him for a little bit last weekend as well. Created by Cooper said a duck fart is Kahlua, Bailey, and Crown Royal layered.
Okay.
I feel like
why is it called a duck fart?
I don't know. Maybe ducks fart out coconut liquor.
Okay, her name is Rebecca Ashley. Is that like Carla Marie? I'll call you that from now on, if I remember. Put the topics up, please. Thank you. Right. And Seattle Cocktail Club said that they need my shirt. This is from Purpose Boutique. They have like a crap ton of locations in Washington, but this is probably 5 years old at this point.
And don't forget, we still have that contest open, specifically if you're in the Seattle area and you're a Downton Abbey fan. Carla Marie is going to be hosting the premiere on Monday. 6:30 is when your hosting duties start.
Yeah, the movie starts at 7, but there's trivia at around 6:45. So I would aim to get there at 6:30, especially because it's downtown and
it's Downton.
It's downtown.
It's Downton, Seattle. And usually at events like that, they do have giveaways and things.
There's a red
on
carpet.
Site. There's a what?
A red carpet. What should I wear? I'm gonna walk the red carpet. Do you think there's gonna be people there taking photos?
I assume so.
But are there gonna be? It's a red carpet, but I think it's just really for like people going. I don't really think that the actors are gonna be there.
Sometimes they surprise people. So all you've got to do is type in exclamation point. I hate that word. And the word enter. Exclamation point and the word enter. You will automatically be entered into the chat. You do have to be a subscriber to be entered. And at the end of the show, so in about 30 minutes or so, we will pick the 5 different winners.
Okay.
So 5 different winners will get a 4-pack of tickets.
It's at AMC Pacific Place downtown.
All right. So make sure you do that.
I guess, is that even considered? That's downtown?
Yeah, that's 100%. That's like downtown. That's like real downtown.
I know, like some people consider Pioneer Square, and I guess that's Soto, that area.
Oh, no, Pioneer Square is its own thing.
And then
Soto. Yeah. But yeah, downtown Seattle is where you would have AMC and...
You know what's like every city is clearly laid out differently. But if you're from New York, that's how you think every other city is set up. A grid.
Yeah.
So, and especially if you're my family and you have never been to any other city.
Your family has barely been to New York.
Seriously. They were asking me questions about like where I live in Seattle. They're like, but you live in Seattle. I was like, yes. But they're like, so you live in like the city? I said, yes, but I have a townhome and I am in like a little neighborhood. And they're like, so you're not in the city? I'm like, but are you downtown? I'm like, no, I can't explain to people that how Seattle is set up and how every other city in America is set up is different than New York City and Philly.
Yes. And at the same time, so the grid is one thing with New York, right? The grid is, but there's other cities that have similar type of grids.
Of course.
Like Chicago is, a lot of it is a grid. But the difference with New York is you don't have homes in New York.
No, there's like no house. You don't have property.
And I think that's what throws people from the New York and New Jersey area off when they go to other cities, and you can have an actual home with real property and a yard in a city. Because it's just something that I didn't even realize was a thing until I started traveling.
Yeah,
I thought every city was just a bunch of really tall skyscrapers and rundown apartment buildings.
Yeah, it's
and I should also say, when we talk about New York, we're talking about Manhattan specifically, because you can have a home with property in Staten Island, in Queens, in Brooklyn, in the Bronx. But when people talk about New York City, they're usually talking about
like
Manhattan.
There's no townhomes in Times Square.
No, there's nothing good in Times Square.
Can you live? Are there even places to live in Times Square?
There are apartment buildings. That's where the story with Aaron Judge. Oh, let me move this back up since we took the shots.
Bianca said, when I first came to Los Angeles, I kept asking, where is the city? Because I was comparing it to New York City. Totally different. Right.
LA is so different, too, because there's like, there is a downtown in LA, obviously, but it's just not as centralized a city as most of the other ones. Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, Aaron Judge, when he first became a Yankee and he had his great rookie season, he was living in Times Square.
What an idiot. Who let him do that?
He had never been to New York before. So when he signed his contract, and he didn't know he was going to start as early as he did. So he signed his contract, realized he was moving to New York, and just thought Times Square was New York. So he got an apartment, and he took the train from before he became like
car.
Huh?
He didn't have a car.
No, a lot of Yankee players, if they're not huge superstars, which he wasn't at the time, they will take the train to the Bronx.
Could you imagine you're on the freaking subway and you see a Yankee in his full uniform and his cleats? So that's how they travel.
Yeah, I don't think he had his full uniform on. But he lived in Times Square for a little bit because he just didn't know anything else. He's a California kid.
That's funny. But you would think the team would be like, hey, like when we moved here, people were like, these are the neighborhoods we recommend you live in.
I think he just did it. I think he just was like, here, I'm signing my lease.
Annoying. Renee said she needs to resub today and it won't let her do yet, so she can't enter the contest. Oh, no, you should still enter the contest.
If she's a subscriber. I have subscriber
Yeah,
only.
but she said she needs to resub today. Sometimes people lose their subscription for a bit.
Life is a Hike said he should have moved to Fort Lee. So
but do any Yankee players live in New Jersey?
A lot of them do.
When they're playing?
Yeah. CeCe Sabathia lived in Alpine.
I don't know where that is.
Tino Martinez lived in New Jersey. Alpine is like, it's northeastern New Jersey. Beautiful, beautiful area.
Jen said Judge was struggling, though, so Brett Gardner brought him to his place for the weekend in Westchester area, and then he moved.
That's funny. And then Robinson Cano and Melky Cabrera used to live in Hoboken.
That is true, and that's how Anthony is. Wait, say the guys? Cano?
Cano and Melky Cabrera.
Okay, not Melky. Cano. Anthony and Cano hooked up with the same girl.
Yes.
So cool.
It's not that cool. But yeah, I used to see them out at there was one club in Hoboken for a long time called Lana Lounge.
Yes.
And I used to see them there every now and then. I was on the dance floor one time and I bumped into a dude and I turned around and it was Melky Cabrera.
That was like when we were on the cruise and we saw, what's his name?
Oh, we saw, oh my God. Why am I blanking on the name? Played for the Cubs. He was in the home run chase with Mark McGwire. Sammy Sosa. Woo! That was bothering me.
I was like, sup, Sammy? We were like bumping elbows. It's cool.
No, we weren't.
I was. He's in the back.
You did not bump Sammy Sosa's elbow.
I did on purpose.
No, you didn't. He was near us though.
He was. It was the silent. Was it the silent disco night?
Yeah, actually. Or no, I think it might have just been the club.
Yeah.
Because there was a club aboard Norwegian Bliss, I believe it was. Which was the one we did in the Caribbean.
Encore.
Yes, Encore.
A lot of things just had to happen in my brain to get there, but it got there.
Sammy Sosa is a very interesting looking person. And his outfits were like wild too.
He looked like Lou Bega Mambo number 5.
He actually did.
Because I literally for a minute was about to be like, no, it was the Mambo number 5 guy that we saw. Hold on. Time out. How did you find out that you and Robinson Cano hooked up with the same girl? Like, did he tell you?
No, I didn't know Robbie Cano. Because I knew this woman through mutual friends of ours, and they had mentioned it.
Before or after you hooked up with her? Like, did you hook up with her because you knew she...
No, I didn't hook up with her because... No, I think they actually dated for a little bit. Let's see. Have you ever been on Norwegian Jade? I've not.
No. I've been on the Gem, Bliss.
And let me be very clear. Not a lot happened between me and the girl in question. So, what else? Oh, I've got to talk about the whole Karen thing.
Okay.
And I want to see if you, Carla Marie, would have done the same thing. Okay? Now, keep in mind, 2 situations, both happened at the gym, back-to-back days. And when the first one happened, I was like, was that a Karen move? And then the second one happened, and I was like, did I just do 2 Karen moves on back-to-back days?
All right, what happened?
So the first day, the way my workout that I just finished, actually, the way it operates, essentially, is I do weightlifting stuff, and then I take a break and do cardio for 10 to 11 minutes, then back to weightlifting, back to cardio, so on and so forth. And I was downstairs, where, like, at LA Fitness in Ballard, where the bikes are.
Oh, like in the lower level.
Yeah. And there's a paper towel dispenser in the bike area. There's also a paper towel dispenser right outside the bike area. And then there's a third paper towel dispenser, like right around the corner from that area, all on that bottom floor. Okay. And I needed to wipe my bike down after I used it because I was sweaty. So I sprayed it, went to the first one, no paper towel. Went to the second one, no paper towel. Went to the third one, no paper towel. So then I had to walk all the way upstairs, get paper towel, walk all the way back downstairs to wipe down my machine. Okay?
Okay.
So as I was walking back to do my weight stuff, I happened to pass the check-in area where all the employees are. I said, hey, just letting you know, there's no paper towel downstairs, so I don't know if anyone's like on duty to do that.
Well, you could have just said, hey, the paper towel's out downstairs.
But I wanted the person to know I didn't think it was their responsibility.
Just a heads up. Like, at a restaurant, if I go to the bathroom, there's no toilet paper. I find someone like, hey, just a heads up, this middle stall doesn't have toilet paper.
Okay. So that one was fine.
Totally fine. But I didn't like the if it's someone's job thing.
I don't know. I just said if someone's like available. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I think I said if someone's available, something like that.
Okay.
And that happens all the time. And I think that was just the final straw because I had to walk up and down the stairs to do it.
It's annoying.
And it just takes a lot of extra time because now I'm searching around the whole gym for paper towel just to do the right thing and wipe down the equipment.
That's not a Karen. What is the next one?
Second one. This happened yesterday. So after my workout, I decided I was going to sit for 15 minutes in the sauna, right? So I got in the sauna, and I was the only person in there at first. Sitting in there, enjoying the peace and quiet, don't even have headphones in, nothing. And this guy walks in. And right away, I hear music. I'm like, oh, man. And his headphones are just so loud. And he decided to sit right next to me. And his headphones are super loud. And I could kind of make out the music that it was.
But it was like low enough to be annoying.
Exactly. It was that perfect volume of like so low that I don't know exactly what's happening, but just loud enough where it's annoying the hell out of me. So for the first, 3 or 4 minutes he was in there, I didn't say anything. I just sat there. And it was just like making me more and more mad as I was sitting there. And I kind of like got his attention. I was like, hey man, can you just like turn that down a little bit? And he was like, oh, what was that? And I said, your music, can you just like turn it down a little bit? Cause I can hear it. And it's like that weird, and I even said, I was like, it's that weird volume where it's like just loud enough to annoy me, but not loud enough for me to appreciate the music.
And the way he's like, you want me to take out my headphones and play it from my phone?
And he did lower it at first.
Did he say sorry?
He was like, oh yeah, no, I think he might've been a little annoyed because he didn't say like sorry or no problem, or but he did it. So It's fine. I don't need him to be my best friend. And then like about 10 minutes later, thankfully, right before I left, he was kind of like putting it up a little louder. Not on purpose, but just he was raising the volume.
It's also not like there's other sound around that he needs to make it louder. You're in a quiet sauna.
All right, let's see. He's a Karen. He's a Karen. Okay. So I am not the Karen in this situation.
No, I wouldn't have done it just because it's not that big of a deal.
I really tried. For like 3 minutes, I was trying, but I was so peaceful before he walked in.
In
the sauna.
I've been in that situation on an airplane so many times where it's not like they're playing music off of their phone or FaceTiming, literally FaceTiming.
Yeah.
Through Wi-Fi on the airplane. And I'm like, what happens here? Or they're just old people and they're playing like Bejeweled and it's like ding, ding. And I'm like.
There was a woman next to me and she was considerably older. And she was doing that. She was playing some game, whether it was on the airplane. And it was making very slight noises. She was playing on her iPad. And I was just like, I'm going to let it slide. I'm just going to let it slide.
People eating when they're like.
Yeah, some people just can't help it.
But
like my dad, loudest eater in America.
I didn't notice that.
Oh, he is a very loud eater. Everything he does, super loud.
Now I have to notice that. Thank you.
And that's why him and my brother can't eat next to each other. They'll actually murder each other. Or my brother will murder my dad.
I'm definitely a loud eater.
Oh, yeah, you are. You are actually a very loud eater.
But I don't like.
No.
What do I do?
You just make a lot of noise. Let's see.
Dana on Long Island said, I heard something recently where someone who Karen's out, but they're in the right, are called Kathys. In this case, I'd say you were a cat. Oh, okay. So you'd be a Kathy.
So I'm a Kathy? I could deal with that.
Kathy. Wait, I was going to say something about eating.
And normally, and Jen said she's far too nice. She wouldn't speak up in that situation. Normally, I don't. But I feel like I've just gotten to a point in my life, and maybe it's because I'm getting to that Karen age, where I'm just like, I don't care. Just be a normal person in public.
In those situations, I could deal with it because it's like quick, boom, done. You're not going to be in there forever. But on a 5-hour flight, I've been getting to a point lately where it's not just one thing, it's everyone around me. And then I'll put on my headphones. It's fine. Like when I was flying to Jersey last week, I even texted you. The guy next to me had headphones in and was like humming. Mm-hmm. But like it sounded like like I knew the music was not gospel music, but it was almost like he was like humming a church gospel. And I was like, I just put my headphones in. And I put them in and it was better. But yesterday's flight, there was a kid in the middle seat next to me. And I say kid because he was touring colleges with his mom. He had all the brochures. And he was falling asleep on first he was sleeping like this on me. Then he put himself on the tray and was like this.
It happens.
And I was like,
it happens to the best of us.
I keep doing this. Yeah. It's like I don't want to tap him and wake him up. I just figure
I've definitely woken up like leaning on people at different times on flights. Listen, and that happens. He's clearly not doing it on purpose. But I also agree with Crazy Dream Girl, who said, I would have sat there simmering in annoyance.
Yeah.
I just hate how rude people can be and not even realize that they're being rude.
I know. Sometimes I'm like, am I rude? And I don't know.
And I don't think.
Probably.
I wouldn't call the guy in the sauna yesterday rude.
Right.
Just unaware of his surroundings. And I get it. Listen, I'm sure, because usually when I work out, I have headphones in. I'm sure at some point they were loud enough where someone heard it. Definitely not in the sauna, because I usually try to be as quiet as possible in the sauna if I have headphones in. And I think you just have to understand where you are in every situation.
Yeah. Sam said on our flight back to New Jersey after we left Seattle, she was trying to recline her seat, but the person behind her, I think, was leaning on the seat. And like kind of like every time Sam went to put it back, she couldn't. So Sam said she turned around. She was like, hey, I'm trying to recline my seat and it's getting stuck. I think you're like, she said something. I was like, oh, you did? Good. I would have just been like,
yeah, I probably would have just leaned right into the person.
Like the man who was so tall on my flight who sat behind me, his feet were kicking my feet and I kept stomping on them.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's okay to be passive aggressive and sometimes you just have to face it directly, face it head on.
Okay, so perfect example. I actually wanted to talk about this. So when I was at dinner with your family on Monday night, it was your mom, your dad, your brother, Justin, and his girlfriend. Okay. Your brother, Justin, and his girlfriend were telling a story about how they were in an Uber with another, like all three of them were lawyers in the Uber, right? And the Uber driver was pretty quiet the whole time. And the three of them started getting into conversations about Supreme Court justices and different judges and who's more qualified, who's not, like what makes you qualified, just debating things like a lawyer, not really politically just the qualifications. And they were going back and forth about different people. And finally, I texted the exact quote to myself, what the Uber driver said to them. He said, "Can you guys just not talk anymore and put the music on?" And they said he put on 10-10 wins. So he liked the topic, but didn't want to hear them debate it.
You know what? I get it. And every time, I usually try to be pretty quiet in an Uber.
Not talk anymore.
But I'm so happy that the Uber driver did that.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, I would give that driver an absolute 5-star rating.
I don't think they did.
They should have.
Rihanna told me, and I forget what it was.
Because it's not the driver's fault that they're annoying. And I guess as an Uber driver, you just have to understand people are going to be yapping in the back a little bit. But
they said they just shut up and just sat there.
Good. That's phenomenal. And I bet you at that point, even if you got a 3-star rating, I bet you it was worth having them stop talking about Supreme Court justices. Because when you're in a nuanced conversation like that, and the person on the outside doesn't have the same insight or passion about it, it is torture.
And Meg brings up the great point that they were saying. It wasn't that he didn't want to hear people talk, because he put on 10-10 wins, which is strictly talk radio. So
news talk.
Deva Whitman said, "I'm so old, I'm calling you out in those situations." But I've always thought about, if I was an Uber driver, I think that would be such a great time for me to listen to all kinds of podcasts. Obviously our friends' podcast, but there are so many out there that are great for business. You learn so much, audiobooks. But then the person in my car, I'm supposed to put on whatever they want.
Yes.
So can I drive around with headphones?
I've seen some drivers with one headphone in. And I know that a lot of them, especially in Seattle, which isn't surprising because it's one of the top stations in Seattle, but NPR, almost, I would say 7 out of 10 Uber drivers that I get, or Lyft drivers, are listening to NPR. Mm-hmm. And I get it, because if you're listening to a music station, not in the morning, like a top 40 station especially, they're going to play the same songs every 20 minutes.
Yeah, and if you're driving around for hours on end.
And there's usually way more commercials on those stations as opposed to NPR and stuff like that. So I get it. And I also remember there was one time when we were still working in radio and we were doing one of the very many $1,000 cash giveaway contests. And I got into an Uber right after work, and the driver had the times of all the stations written out on a Post-it and taped to their dashboard. And at the time, all the iHeart stations were doing the same contest.
And so did another.
And then there was a non-iHeart station that had a local $1,000 giveaway. And he had the station frequency and the time so that he could check every single, because if you're in the car for 4 hours in the morning, that gives you 16. No, let's see. How many stations did we have?
And why not win $1,000? Because that's not what they're making that day.
That gave the guy 24 chances every morning to win $1,000. It's amazing.
Chris brings up a great point. We both talked about this. He said if you do Uber Eats delivery, instead of Uber, you're delivering food rather than people, so you can listen to whatever you want.
Yep. And
I would put a You Look Great sticker in every bag.
You actually make more in tips for Uber Eats deliveries.
Yeah, because you have to select the tip right away, where if I get out of my Uber, I don't look back at that app till the next time.
Exactly. And a lot of people just don't even think about it. Whereas with food delivery, we're just used to tipping. You know what I mean? A pizza guy comes, you give him $5.
Should we do it? But you don't think you can do it because the car is under my name, right?
Yeah, I don't have a car under my name. I don't have car insurance. So I wouldn't be able to do it. Vicky Vitz, but did he ever win? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure if you play enough, your odds increase at least. Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean you're going to win, but you've got better odds.
Right.
Let's see. My husband's an Uber driver, and he always asks the people what they want to hear. He just tries to go with the flow. That's what most drivers do, I think. I usually just try to sit in the back, and usually my rides are pretty short. Mm-hmm. So just let's do this thing. You make your money. I get where I got to go, and we go our separate ways.
I don't really talk to them, but sometimes I will talk to them the entire time. It all depends.
Yeah, there was one guy that prayed for me before he dropped me off. We talked about that 2 months ago. He was driving me back from the gym, and we were talking about work. He was asking me what I did. He said, "Would you mind if I did a prayer for you?" I said, "Go for it. I could use all the prayers and good vibes and moonstones that I can get. Whatever you got for good luck and for well wishes, send my way."
Something happened, I think, to the stream.
We're still on.
because it said, welcome to the chat room out of nowhere.
Oh, sometimes it'll just refresh. Everyone's still with us?
Well, if they're not going to be able to say.
Oh, see, you're good. Wasn't there, I don't know, I haven't used Uber in a little bit. Wasn't there an option to ask for a silent ride?
There, you still can. Yeah.
There you can? Yeah. Okay, everyone's still good, Carla Marie. We're all good. Okay. Panic Marie over here. Panic Marie.
I was going to use this time to go to the bathroom.
Go for it.
Okay.
We are going to do the drawing when Carla Marie comes back from the bathroom because it's almost 9 o'clock. I will tell you guys before anyone finds out before the podcast. What? I don't know if she's talking to me or to a cat. It's probably a cat. So you'll find out about this before anyone else. What we are working on doing, and we're going to start with recording it today, is in the morning show podcast, we're actually going to have a Seattle week, which is obviously all people from Seattle who are going to be on it, but we're working with some athletes, some TV people, some radio people, to have them on the podcast for a week straight. And then I think once we do that successfully, we'll try to do a Cleveland week. We'll try to do a New Jersey week, a New York week, Florida week. We'll try to bounce around to the places where we know a lot of people. And I'm very excited because we've got, I believe, signed up right now, or in the works. We have 2 TV stations and their hosts. We have 2 radio stations and their hosts. We have 2 former University of Washington football players.
Yep.
One of them is currently in the NFL. One of them will very likely have a shot at the NFL.
Yep.
So we're working on all of that right now. So you won't get it next week. It'll be the week after.
Becky from Miami said, my 8-year-old daughter said you should have a kids edition of games on the morning show podcast. We
could definitely do that.
But do we do like kids bop then?
Yeah, like what music do kids listen to? Probably just top 40 stuff, right?
No, we could do like the wheels on the bus go.
How many of those can we do though?
There's a million.
And what age kids, I guess, is
do you
the question.
Remember? Because my nephew Michael was watching YouTube because he's 17 months old and is obsessed with YouTube.
Yeah.
And they're like, we've talked about Blippi before. He didn't know about Blippi. I introduced him to Blippi. Loves Blippi.
You just ruined his whole life.
But
you ruined your niece's life.
Literally, like, you and I could do this. It'd just be over the top cheesy for little kids.
Mm-hmm.
And
Blippi's from Washington.
Yeah, okay, but there's another one called Miss Rachel. And her background is a garbage green screen with some, sorry, Miss Rachel, garbage, like, sun over it. And she just sings to them. And she was singing the song that I haven't heard in years. And do you remember? I don't forget how it starts, but I'm squishing up my baby bumblebee. Come on, someone help me. I don't know how it starts. Won't my mom be so proud of me?
Why would your mom be happy that you just
so
killed
I
the baby
haven't
bumblebee?
heard it in so long, and I was like, wow, when you think about that, why were we killing bees? We need them for the planet. Yeah, bringing home my baby.
Oh, bring it home, so not squish it.
No, then you squish it. You do that.
Why?
Yeah, thank you, Jody Kitsap. She said that unlocked a memory. That's when he put it on, I was like, and I started singing along with it. I'm looking at my niece. I'm like, oh my God, what is happening?
I've never heard that in my life.
Won't my mommy be so proud of me? I'm scoop. Yeah.
Let's see. Mazzy88 said, when are Alabama and DJ New Era? Oh, that's their co-host, right?
Yes.
When are they going to be on 2 Second Tunes?
We haven't set up a date, but they're in.
Yeah, she's on the agenda. No shark song, please.
Oh, that would be, kids would know that one.
Well, yeah, they'd know it in a second. That'd be a level 1.
We would
but
probably
that's the thing, like, I don't
want
want
the title because artists.
Huh?
There's no like artist for the baby.
No, there is.
I know, but the kids aren't going to know the artist.
I bet they do because they probably look it up on YouTube all the time.
Okay, thank you, Karina. I'm bringing home my baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? Bringing home my baby. And then it sings and you squish it.
Oh, okay. Well, if it sung you, don't bees die after they sting you? Isn't that like?
All I know is,
thing?
thanks to that song, bees are now extinct.
My kids will do top 40. Yeah, I think we could do a top 40 for kids. We'll figure that out as well. Let me get Seattle week done.
Oh yeah. Wait, I forgot about this, Allison. So you squish it up, then you lick it, and then you puke it up, and then you clean it up or something.
Are you a cat? What is happening here?
Speaking of, I just went to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I heard you talking to someone.
I had the door to the bathroom open because I forgot to close. We have to close it because Erica goes in there and rummages through the trash. So Caroline, must have been like standing guard at the door. And I opened the door and she was outside the bathroom. She looked at me and was like, and just booked it. I go, I'm like, what's going on? Erica's on the bathroom sink, looking around to see what she's going to take. And John was like in the corner, like, oh no, we're in trouble.
All right. It is 9:00, which means you okay there? Sick girl, Carla Marie. Oh, yeah. A movie one would be good for kids, too. Thank you, Renee. So we are going to now draw our winners. We've got about 70 people in the Seattle area who have won. So, Carla Marie, if you can grab that paper.
I need a pen.
Actually, no, we shouldn't need that.
No, just in case. I need a pen. Oh.
There's a whole cup of them.
S-Gel. Court would be so proud. I'm pretty sure
giveaways. Now, we're going to close. I'll give you about 30 more seconds. If you're in the Seattle area and you are free on Monday to go to the premiere of Downton Abbey, A New Era, type in ! The word enter, and you will be entered in to win. Once this thing says 1 minute and 1 hour and 3 minutes, I will close it. Right now it says 1 hour and 40 seconds.
Becky said she accidentally entered.
That's fine.
Can we play the games on here, Martha? If it's a game from the Morning Show podcast, no. If we can play our card games, we can. Because guess what, guys? We got hit with a copyright strike on YouTube thanks to Dick down in Georgia.
Or is Dallas?
Whatever. Dallas.
All right. Everyone in? Last chances, ! In the word enter if you're in the Seattle area.
See, Tam. Kara also accidentally.
It's okay.
Okay.
Here we go. Closing the giveaway. Now, we're going to draw a winner. First person.
Claire.
Claire, congratulations. Second person.
Carrots by Noon.
Carrots by Noon. I'm not sure if you're still in here.
Are you in Washington? If you're not, tell us.
And what I'll do is I'll pick 3 more people afterwards, just in case the first 5 that we pick can't make it.
Okay.
Jordan Puyallup, congratulations.
Well, she's definitely here. No, I mean, like, in the state.
Next up, Danny B714.
Danny, I believe, is here too. But maybe not in Seattle, but.
Danny B714. And the 5th person is
Rich
Phelps, who is not here.
Pick someone else.
All right. Unless, Rich, you happen to be
in Seattle.
Oh, and Carrots said they can't make it either.
Okay.
So cross out Carrots.
Is this a grocery list?
We got Carrots. We're done. All right. Let me do one more to replace Carrots.
Oh, and
we'll have to replace Rich as well.
Also.
Hold on. Carla.
Nope. She's
okay. Next one.
Philly John.
Philly John said they were going to give their tickets to Renee because Renee couldn't enter.
Oh.
Right? Did I get that?
Okay, so I'm going to write down Philly John. What's Renee's username? The full one.
Renee, if you're in here, say hi so we can. There we go.
Oh,
and she's not in Seattle either. Okay, yeah. So that's.
People are winning passes to DJ Synth.
There we go.
Winning passes to a screening of Downton Abbey, A New Era. It's like the movie premiere Monday night in Seattle. And you get to bring 3 friends with you also, by the way.
So we got Claire.
1, 2, 3, 4. You can do
one more person. All right. Nick Wax.
Oh, sweet. Nick is here. Yeah.
Nick is in Washington. Yes. Nick, are you in the chat?
I knew that.
I think we got everyone now. And I will pick a 6th person in case someone can't make it. So this is the runner-up or bench winner. And it is Ray Styles 19.
Monday night.
This Monday. All right. So we've got Claire, Jordan, Nick, DJ Synth, and Danny 714. And everyone's here, and everyone can make it, correct?
Actually, I think I know all these people on Instagram. That makes life easier.
I want to just make sure no one says like, oh, I can't go or something like that. Cool. And we do have one runner up.
I'll see you guys there.
Why did you just circle? Carla just circled where she spilled. All right. That is done.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys very much for hanging out with us today. Good to have Carla Marie back in Washington.
Thank you, Anthony. It's a pleasure to be here.
And that's about it. You guys got anything else, Carla Marie?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
So today I'm going to U Village to get an idea of, there's an event on Saturday. So I'm going today to like kind of help promote what the event will be on Saturday at U Village. And I wanted to go away.
Oh, yeah. Happy Easter, Martha.
Oh, yeah. It's your Easter weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the U Village Sustainable Style Event.
Okay.
And it's this Saturday. And from 11 to 4, I believe.
But I thought you were going today.
I know. I'm going today to take pictures and stuff to promote
okay.
it. This Saturday, 11 to 4, there's going to be a DJ playing on like the grassy area. If you bring your own bag, like a tote bag, you'll get 15 to 20% off at the stores that are participating in
cool.
that. But a ton of stores are participating in just because they have sustainable products.
Ooh, Warby Parker.
So Allbirds, Athleta, Aveda, Cotopaxi, Eileen Fisher, Everlane, Madewell, a ton of more.
Cotopaxi has a bunch of really cool like hiking stuff in bags.
And then the ones that give you the % off if you shop are Allbirds, Aveda, Fardy.
Ooh,
Fardy?
Fardy? Marine Layer is really cool.
Marine Layer, Oiselle, Velvet, and the House of LR&C, which is Sierra's company.
All right.
So that's Saturday, but I'll share this stuff on my Instagram so you guys can check it out.
Thank you for hanging out with us. The Morning Show podcast is up. You will have one tomorrow. What, Carla Marie?
Nick Wax, you know you won, right?
Yeah,
yes.
he said
okay,
so.
just make sure.
We will have another, what's it called? The Morning Show podcast tomorrow, as well as My Day Friday. Mm-hmm. And then we'll be back right here Monday morning.
Oh, and we should probably, we're doing a show next Thursday from California. Twitch.
Yes.
From your cousin Michelle's apartment.
Yes.
But then the Monday after that, we're not going to be live.
Correct. We have our first real day off. Have we taken a day off?
No, but we have to do a podcast.
We've had days where like we didn't have internet and we couldn't do the whole show. But yeah, Monday after Stagecoach, we'll be slightly hungover and driving back from the desert.
That's
Thank
May
you
2nd.
very much. Anything you're gonna jump in again? I feel like and say something. No. All right. Peace out.